Hello, my name is Kirsty and I am one half of Bluerskies Mindful Creatives along with Charlotte. We set up Bluerskies just over a year ago with the aim to deliver mindful creative pop-up workshops for adults and children. Believe no matter what your creative abilities may be, everybody needs some kind of expressive outlet. So with that in mind, I'm going to talk you through one of our tutorials based on mandala patterns. The meaning of mandala comes from the Sanskrit meaning circle. You can see mandalas in square forms or triangular, but there is generally a circular formation going on there, and this is to do with the balancing visual elements and symbolising unity and balance. Okay, so we need to think about our toolkit. So you can go online and buy a mandala kit. I have done this and I will be using that for this demonstration, but you can create your own DIY kit. And for that, I would suggest things like if you've got pencil with a rubbery end, you can use 5p's, 1p, 2p's, 10p's. These are all really good sizes that you can draw around, and if you've got a garden or if you haven't, just keep an eye out on your walks for some twigs, and you can make sure that the end is nice and flat is the important thing, and try and pick sizes that are slightly thicker or thinner. And with that method, it's a slightly different experience in that you'll be drawing around your objects and then painting or filling them in. So we're also going to need some paint, and again for that, if you've got some paint, excellent. You might have sort of half empty tins at home that for decorating the house. You can also use those. Or if you don't have any paint but you do actually have sort of colouring pencils in house, then you can use those too. So now we have our toolkit in place, we need to think about our surface we're going to work on. So I have a piece of thickish card. You can use anything that's sort of flat really, as long as you can paint on top of it. So I'm going to use a thick card. And if you have got something, or maybe you've got card and it isn't black, all I'd say is just think about the colour combinations that you're going to use so that you get a nice contrast against the background colour. Okay, so now we need to work on dividing up our page. So we need to find the centre, because this will just help us with our pattern. So you will need a pencil and a ruler. And if you have a compass, great. If not, then find things that are circular, like a glass or maybe a round bowl. Again, anything that is a circle. So I'm going to use a white pencil just for the demonstration so you can see it. So okay, so to find our centre, I'm just going to draw my diagonal lines. There we go. Making sure I'm nice and straight. So okay, now we've got our centre. So from here I'm going to draw my line. You can double check, just make sure that you are in the middle. So as this is 14 across, I want to draw my line at 7 centimetres, and there we go. Okay, and as long as I pass through the middle, great. And again, I will do that for this side. And number 7's lucky number 7 for me. So here we go. Okay, so now we've divided our page up. So we've got a good start here, and I think we want to sort of add in some circles. So I will do this with the compass. Okay, so now we've got 2 circles that I've drawn in there, and that just gives us a start. I'm going to keep mine to the 2 for this demonstration, but you can add more in if you wish. It's completely up to you, and if you move on to bigger sizes and things, then you will need to, but for now we're going to go with this. So now we've drawn out our circles and we've divided up our page, we need to choose our colours. So I've decided to go for a vivid lime green, a medium magenta and a cadmium orange, and I'm also going to use white. I really like this colour combination. I think it's bright and fun, and it just feels good to me. So we also need some kind of tray or palette, paint tray. I happen to have one of these. If you don't have something like that, you can use in-house. You can always use a scrap of tin foil that you can put your paints out onto, or a plate, or anything really that is okay to put paint onto. Okay, so now we've got our paints in our tray, it's time to get underway. So I'm going to start off with the orange, I think, for my centre spot. So as you can see, I've just dabbed my instrument, and then I'm going to press down sort of hard and lift up. Okay, you will need also something to clean the ends of your tools. Okay, so then I think I'm going to sort of use the next size down, and I'm going to use the pink, and I'm just going to work around it and on the lines. So I'm actually going to miss out the diagonals there, but I'm just going to go around. Now you might well space this by eye, really. You can be more specific if you wish, but I am quite happy doing it this way. Okay, and then the idea is that you just work your way out and you fill in the page as much as possible, really. The more detail, the better. So I've added a few more colours, and as you can see, it's starting to build up an impression, and I am using the lines and the circular lines to be my guide, and that's the key here. So I will continue to add more colours. So as you can see, we've got a bit more detail going on here now, like around here. So I'm going to continue doing that until I feel like that there's enough on there before I then just leave it to dry for a bit. So as you can see, more detail, it really does have a bigger and better impact. And then for the last bit, really, it's then to work on top of the colours, and this would just be like a dab on. So I would pick the opposite colour to what's on there. So I've just done a dab there. And I think that I will continue the pink with the orange. So any orange dots that I have, I am going to have a centre of pink, like this. Again, this is just it just adds more depth and builds up the layers that we've got here. Okay, so now they're all done. I'm going to do the same on the other ones, and we'll see what it looks like at the end. So here is my finished result. I hope that you have enjoyed your mandala experience, and you will continue to make more and grow bigger and even progress onto a much larger surface like a wall. Why not? I hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial and you will recommend the experience to others. Right, thank you very much. Take care now.